go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. You ever heard of the term "the customer is always right"? It's kind of the foundation of capitalism, right? Like, we as the customers can go somewhere else and spend our money on somebody else's product if yours sucks. And that goes for burgers, that goes for beers, that goes for sports teams and leagues, and it goes for Hollywood. In fact, this might be the number one problem with Hollywood today. The number one misalignment with all of Hollywood is that they don't understand their customers anymore, because the people who actually go and buy movie tickets do not reflect the views or values of modern day downtown Los Angeles, which is where everybody who works in Hollywood lives and hangs out. That misalignment actually has created a total and complete implosion in Hollywood and the products that they've created. And it has created a vortex that says the customer is actually wrong, right? Like, this is what we've seen with Disney, the Acolyte. Disney, the Acolyte, has spent every waking second and every waking moment attacking their customers. This is what an attack on their customers look like, or an attack by the customers, maybe. The most disliked trailer in all of live-action Star Wars history, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, close your eyes. Close your eyes to this ratio. 755,000 dislikes. Close your eyes to this. The 14% audience score. Close your eyes to the fact that the Acolyte is sparking woke criticism over pronoun scenes, drawing rebukes from the writers who fan blame. The writers of the Acolyte pronoun scene, because there's pronouns now in Star Wars, are fan blaming. The creator of the Acolyte joking about it being the gayest Star Wars ever, even after Bob Iger said we are no longer going to put agenda into our storytelling, saying she's into it. Now she's fan blaming over the review bombing of the show. Blame the fans. The customer is always wrong. Look at this headline. The Acolyte's 15% audience score is embarrassing for you, for the audience. So good. They hate their customers. They don't know how to run a business. And that's made extensively clear, especially by people who are the best business minds, engineering minds on planet Earth. Listen, it's inarguable that the smartest business mind that is currently living is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, of course, responding to memes like this: planet killer, system killer, fleet killer, franchise killer, Kathleen Kennedy. She's more deadly than the Death Star. Yeah. Kathleen Kennedy saying that women in Star Wars, such as the Acolyte, Leslie Headland, struggle due to a male-dominated fan base. Kathleen Kennedy is bigoted against men. It's true. If you hate your fans, then you hate your fan base. Hard to make something that fans will like when you hate your fan base. Isn't that the point? Isn't that exactly what we're learning right now? Excited to join Disney as their chief DEI officer, Elon Musk says. I can't wait to work with Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy to make their content more woke. Even the linguini. Elon Musk. What did we do to deserve him? Elon Musk, put a check in it, make it gay. Elon Musk loves Star Wars. This is very interesting. What's your favorite film of all time? The original Star Wars, Elon Musk says. Isn't that fascinating? It's particularly fascinating that Elon Musk loves Star Wars because he's spent his adult life, more than any other man alive, including George Lucas, like sending us to the stars, right? With SpaceX and Starlink, and with all of his work in low orbit satellite, rocking it to Mars, self-landings, rockets. I mean, it's unbelievable. The Falcon series is, it's a engineering marvel. And so maybe there's something more here to Elon Musk's criticism of the Acolyte and its writers, who lock their X accounts as soon as they get criticized. To that point, ladies and gentlemen, the Wall Street Journal, writing, Elon Musk's criticism of Star Wars reveals his vision of the future. Oh boy. What do they have to say here in the Wall Street Journal, other than having some pretty amazing art? It's like, that's awesome. Make that Star Wars. Now, I first saw this and I thought, maybe this article is going to be about how the franchise of Star Wars has been destroyed and has betrayed its audience, and perhaps how Elon Musk may be looking to potentially buy the franchise, right? Like maybe if you've destroyed the franchise enough, Disney might want to sell it. It's practically worthless now. Look what happens every single time they release a new product. Okay? Maybe Elon Musk wants to help buy Disney or buy out Disney. He was part of a proxy battle to get board seats at Disney in order to kill wokeness in their products, and Elon Musk is actually suing Disney right now, along with Gina Carano, helping fund lawsuits to take down Disney and their open racism against white men. And so maybe that's what I thought this article was about. And then it turns out that it's it's sadly not that. Sadly, this doesn't have to do with Elon Musk buying Star Wars, but I think he should. Let's read. Elon Musk sees a dark force, a Sith Lord, hanging over the Star Wars universe. He has resumed his public criticism of the 47-year-old franchise, suggesting Disney's embrace of diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts have hurt the quality of the movies. That is empirically true. That is factually true. But it really has nothing to do with diversity, equity, and inclusion, Tim Higgins, moron. It has to do with the fact that they don't make good Star Wars movies. Nobody really cares if it's a woman or if it's a alien. Like most of the characters in Star Wars are aliens, not white people, idiot. As George Lucas says, like, this isn't a white franchise. Most of the characters are aliens, all right? This is about making a good Star Wars. His recent comments inject himself into the debate, trending on X, about the current direction of the fabled Star Wars franchise under Disney ownership, and the Acolyte and 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. This guy goes in and says that his complaints about DEI, Musk's specific critiques, raise questions about whether he is set in his ways to accept a new generation's imagining of the future. Well, if the imagining of the future is a bankrupt Star Wars franchise where nobody cares, that's what you're getting. Nobody gives a damn. I just hate writers like this. Nobody cares. These were the characters in the original Star Wars. These are some of the. Do you see white people here? Do you see white? These are the characters. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that Princess Leia was a marquee character and that she was a woman, and that she was probably the most famous hero ever to be played on the silver screen as a woman, possibly the most famous female protagonist ever, Princess Leia. Nobody cared that she was a woman. Idiots. They wanted a good Star Wars. Now he goes in to say that Star Wars actually was really foundational in the development of Elon Musk, and that many of his companies are based on and or named after sci-fi terms. And that Elon Musk has obviously said that the original Star Wars is his favorite movies of all time. In recent days, Musk personally attacked Kathleen Kennedy as the president of Lucasfilm, the Disney studio behind Star Wars franchise. He joined criticism in comparing her stewardship of the property to the planet-killing weapon in the original movie. She's more deadly than the Death Star. She's super bigoted towards men. True. His criticism against Disney aren't limited to Star Wars, in part in a broader fight of what he calls the woke mind virus, shorthand for liberal progressive ideals that nobody wants to see and nobody cares about. And certainly nobody wants injected into their entertainment. This is obviously true with Leslie Headland, who, again, I cannot get this out of my head, has a head that is shaped like a Lego character. She does look like a Lego block, she does look like a Lego character. The ugly side of criticism. Oh, really? Criticism, a natural part of art, of course. Star Wars has long attracted fervent fans. Each new generation of movies and shows seem to rile older fans, and that's true. Who remember young Luke Skywalker, the original movie, the pinnacle of young Obi-Wan Kenobi, and so on. Since Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012, newer offerings have prominently featured female characters in hero roles, attracting young girls dressing up as Rey, but also sparking debates online among a fandom that is largely male. Again, as Chris Gore says, the most expensive mistake in the history of Hollywood was taking a boy brand that everybody liked in Star Wars and turning it into a girl brand that nobody liked. Kennedy has said that my belief is that storytelling does need to be representative of all people. Okay. Yeah, put a chick in it and make her gay and lame. Musk is no stranger to criticism himself, blah, blah, blah. But what this guy goes on to say is that Musk's attacks seem to be more like harassment because he doesn't like diversity. Idiot. When it comes to the current debate on Star Wars, however, the children aren't the loudest voices. That would belong to Musk, with more than 188 million followers on X, who amplify his every tweet. They would likely suggest a new era of Star Wars is failing because of diversity. That's not what anyone is saying, you dumb jackass. The Acolyte suffers from something less sinister than woke mind writers, such as slow pacing and underdeveloped characters. Oh, you almost got there. What's this guy's name again? Tim Higgins. How does this pass as journalism? How's this journalism? You did no original reporting. You have no original ideas. Or maybe it's a story not aimed at 53-year-old men, such as Musk. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Maybe your built-in audience and your built-in fans, your lifelong fans, the series that inspired the world's smartest inventor to go to the moon and to go to Mars, yeah, like maybe you should not just kick him overboard and say that none of our new movies are for you. Maybe it'd be smart to keep the fans and then to grow the fan base. These how do these writers, how do these people get jobs? This is why media is failing. Nobody cared about diversity. Nobody cared about diversity in the original Star Wars, which was possibly the most diverse series up until that point, given the fact that it created like 400,000 new species. What we care about is a good story. Like you making an actual Star Wars and not making an agenda-driven piece of garbage. That's all people care about. Not having the gayest Star Wars or pronouns in Star Wars, which is really just imprinting modern day LA onto your vision of a iconic franchise. What they want is a Star Wars, which should be timeless, a hero's arc that actually points people to the stars instead of engaging in petty politics of the day. But don't expect geniuses like Tim Higgins here. Good old Tim, that's a class. That's a perfect. I love it. There's a physiognomy remains undefeated. Exactly who you'd expect would be writing this article. Don't expect Tim Higgins here to understand the nuance. But maybe Disney can understand the nuance of what Elon Musk is saying here.
And that was part of a apology tour. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You don't want them to advertise?
No. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself. Go yourself.